It was 2005, and Mr. Miyagi was still an enzyme, or maybe a protozoa. The carpenters were on my television set, and on my table, and the birds had not eaten anything the entire day. That's what they say about the usual places, the kind that make you feel sad in the morning. Imagine my joy and surprise when I noticed that sunshine fell across the jello with such precision. It must have been one of my ways, but none were there for me. Those were the places that make you feel sad in the morning, when you haven't even had a chance to check AOL. The Berries of Bozono could have at least had a visitor center, right? It was a bit ludicrous that they were still playing King Kong on the radio, because that was way too new of a recipe. I began to feel sad because I was in the place that had not yet been developed, but it was 2005. It comes and goes, maybe, when there hasn't been a bowl of cereal worth putting a solid investment into. Or that just might be the charm of it, to visit a place that makes you feel like the world's problems can be handled by the smallest single-cell organisms. The types of places that don't have the wherewithal to analyze the intricacies of Shakespeare or develop alien languages within the minutes of a microwave. Republicans, Democrats, and Power Rangers, they all had one thing in common. It wasn't so important to realize what the importance was, but rather to breathe in every single memory. Because it was the start of a new millennium, and the 2010s had just begun, signaling the end of my memories. Or maybe it was in 2005, and everything had just gone bad. It made too much sense now, how everything fell into place like it was an organized bookshelf, almost as if every non sequitur in the world knew that it was one, like a literary term with some form of autonomy. Personification itself was personified, and knew that it was. It was a scary thought. If the bright sound of music had not come in, I almost would have believed it was in 2005. But there were more places to be, things to see, like all the times that the grocery stores had spoken of my dreams. Those were the usual places, the kind that made you feel sad in the morning, but made you happy in the evening. It was 2005.